Hey folks, welcome back to another Opponent Master video. So, to, I guess, carry on the recent trend, and by trend I mean literally just one other video outside of this one, of running 3 strikers, although also not like technically all strikers because like N's a tech, but I mean he's a damage dealer, right? I thought we'd do that again, except this time with a full master passive Sun team, right? So all units that could use Sun, well, 2 units that could use Sun and 1 that sets the Sun. Although he also uses the Sun that he sets. It would be kind of weird if he doesn't really use the Sun that he sets, right? I mean, what unit doesn't really use the weather they set, right? Candace. That aside, let's check it out. It should be fun, So I do think this one might be a bit more risky than the one that we ran with Lunala. We ran one with Lunala yesterday, right? With Maxie, Reshiram, and Lunala, right? And that one went incredibly well. Lunala tanks hits like an absolute boss, right? With the extra damage reduction that they get. Plus Lunala also has a billion HP, and by a billion I mean like 800 or so. And also Lunala on the first hit gets that like healthy benefits 5 or whatever healthy something, the one that debuffs the opponent's damage by 50% when you have at max HP. Plus Lunala also have potions, so that was an overall really great tank job by Lunala. And tank job in here refers to a good job as a tank. It's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. Like in sports, we're trying to tank, get a high draft pick, etc. Right? I actually don't know if it's true in other sports. I just watched NBA. But that aside, let's check this out. So, obviously, Groudon here to set the Sun, right? I am running a Solar Beam grid. I did opt to go with Charging Sun instead of the Special Defense debuff because the philosophy for this one is this. First of all, I didn't think about it that much. Second of all, I don't think like debuffing special defense is good, but here's the thing with this team: you either beat the opponent extremely fast to the point where the special defense don't really matter, right? They might matter mathematically, but they won't matter on paper. The opponent will be wiped out, or the opponent wipes us out because we can't tank, right? So it's one of 2 options. So instead of going for mind games, which would lower the opponent's special defense every time you use Solar Beam, which is better in the long run, I went for the more because we don't have enough energy for them all, and I need to sync with them to maintain the Sun, right? So I went with Charging Sun instead. Let's see what else. N Reshiram's grid, it's just the regular non-sync nuke grid, right? Hostile environment, hopefully we get AoE burn, so it saves Leon a bit of a turn, right? So he could, go in, just, it doesn't have to worry about burn. Not that he doesn't use Inferno anyways, he still uses Inferno either way, which is the great thing about like Leon in comparison to something like maybe like a Celine or something, right? Like with Celine, you have to like use the like your non-main move first to like to restrain them and then start attacking. Unless you're running Ghost type Celine, then it's fine. But like if you're running like Grass type Celine, you do have that bit of an issue. But yeah, nothing super interesting with him. Pep Rally, I guess, helps with team speed, which is, I don't think should be that much of an issue, because Groudon, we are spamming a 2-gauge move instead of the 4-gauge. And then Reshiram over here, we do have move gauge acceleration plus the speed buffs. Plus, they're all not slow, right? They all have really good speed, honestly. Overall, like, what? Groudon's the slowest, and he's like 337 speed, which is good, right? Leon here is just a regular Inferno grid, right? He might be a little suspect because this team's not very good for Leon. This team's decent for N and Groudon, not very good for Leon, because Leon would have to rely on proccing MP or Kindle to get the trainer move up, so you can max out his stats. So anyways, let's try it out, see how it goes. Again, obviously the thing I'm most worried about is N's tanking. His tanking stats aren't bad. He has like 200 something HP at 20 out of 20, but like outside of that, he doesn't really have the any other potential. Because I mean, he doesn't heal, he doesn't have defense buffs or whatever, right? Doesn't have all the stuff that Lily gets either. I'm hoping he does okay. I mean, if he doesn't do okay, we're gonna lose. So he better do okay, right? Let's get the Inferno in. Oh, these defense drops, man. Those defense drops suck, especially when we're getting hit by an AoE over here. On the bright side, it was an AoE, so it didn't do like that much damage. It's not like they have N's passive that obviously ignores the AoE damage split situation over here. That's unfortunate. I Infernoed the Hariyama, anticipating it would like hit us, so I thought I'd burn it so it would do less damage, but it didn't hit us. It went with a, you know, X special defense all instead. So, I mean, on the bright side, they did use X special defense all, which is like, who cares, right? But on the downside, I could have just, you know, hit Machamp with that instead. Can we get Trick Pose back, please? Trick Pose, no! Alright, unfortunate. Okay, let's see if Inferno Blue Flare and the Groudon Sync is enough to take out that, I almost called it Marshall. The Conkeldurr. I always call Conkeldurr Marshall. Look at with this game this hopefully should be enough to finish it off. Oh, I don't know, we didn't crit there. I'm not sure if it's enough then. We didn't crit there. If we crit there, that should be... Never mind. Okay, it still depends on if Inferno crits, because again, we only have +1 crit, 50-50 chance to crit. So, I mean, so far we're doing good, I'd say. I didn't crit, unfortunate. Unfortunate. At least we got Strike Pose back, so there's that. Trigger Punch. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. The, you know, oh, here's the big one. Here's close combat. Here's where our tank abilities actually get taken to test, right? So, you know, close combat there. Let's see how bad it does, or how, I guess how good it does. Yeah, no. Okay, gotta admit that was a solid amount. That was, we wouldn't have taken 2 of those. Okay, actually we would have taken 2, because that's what, 300 something, and we have like over 700 HP. Okay, maybe 3 of those. Would have taken 3 of those, right? We still took him out though, so sayonara, goodbye. But yeah, obviously not as good as a tank as Lily, but still got the job done. The firepower on this team overall is pretty, you know, overwhelming, right? And the damage reduction definitely helped, right? Because again, his defense actually aren't bad. His natural bulk's not terrible. Again, not like, you know, actual like, you know, like very good tank levels. But these honestly aren't like 700 HP, 200 something defenses. That is pretty solid. Again, he just doesn't have like defense buffs or whatever, right? Doesn't have defense buffs. Doesn't have healing. But again, he does have damage reduction. We have damage reduction, 20% damage reduction here. There's another 20% over here, and then there's another 25% over here on physical moves. So not bad. He did tank that relatively well, and then the other 2, we didn't even get too lucky. Like, we missed like what, 2 pretty crucial crits, or also we wouldn't have even taken that Drain Punch. Right, this would have been a bit of a obliteration overall, right? Not that bad at all. So, anyways, these are fun. I do wonder if these are going to be like the meta going for like triple damage healer, or if it's just too much, or if it's just because they're all like Master Fairs and really powerful. But yeah, anyways, that's where this one. I guess hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters Corner. Speaking of Master Fairs, we will be summoning on one more later tonight, the Rayquaza, Shiny Mega Rayquaza, and Steven, when that drops. So make sure you guys are subscribed, have notifications on, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.